And notice that I'm saying body paragraphs here. And the formula is state, explain, support, conclude. State, explain, support, conclude. What do you state? Well, you're going to state in one sentence your main point number one. Then you're going to explain that main point in the next sentence. Then you're going to support that main point, and depending upon the length of essay that you're writing, it's 2 to 5 sentences, sometimes 8, and then you're going to conclude that main point. So this is a formula. I want to see only one sentence for the state, and you've already written it. Those are your topic sentences in your outline. I want to see only one sentence for the explanation of that main point or kind of elaboration on it. I want to see 2 to 5 sentences that come up with details, experiences, support, facts, argument in support of your main point, and then you're going to wrap it up. Let's draw the paragraph, then I'll grab Nancy's main point. Okay, and her main point is, first, the legalization of drugs will lead to more crime, especially in small towns. And we're going to explain it in one sentence. Small towns have been devastated by waves of drug use. See how all I did was kind of say the same thing in different words. Now the support, I got to get in 2 to 5 sentences. Now when you start doing research, this is where you'll be putting your source material that you get from your sources. But here you want to start out with a word like the magic word for your support system is for example, for instance. For example, in the 1980s in America, small towns were hit by a crack cocaine epidemic that ruined many lives. Then I need one more example. Then in the 1990s, small towns were hit by, and please excuse my spelling here, it's methamphetamines, were hit by methamphetamines. These are just 2 examples of how street drugs, which are now illegal, could tear apart small communities without the resources to deal with these problems. And so here's my conclusion. I probably want to put in some kind of transition word. Okay, so there is the formula for the body paragraphs. State the main point. That's the sentence in your outline that you've already written. Elaborate on it by kind of re-saying it, retelling it in different words. Then you've got to come up with 2 to 5 sentences that support it somehow, and then you wrap it up with a transition word in conclusion, in summary, therefore, in sum, then you wrap it up. And there you've got a tight little body paragraph. Okay. And again, that would mean you're writing body paragraphs of about 5 to 8 sentences long. Now, the last part of the short academic essay, or academic response, because a lot of what you write, as you probably have already found out, are really responses to questions that you're asked in your courses. And so, although the question might not say respond in essay form, you should respond in essay form. If the question is, discuss the contributions of Sigmund Freud to modern psychology, you should answer that with a 5-paragraph essay, organized in the way that we've just been talking about. Formula for the conclusion is to restate the thesis and then tell its importance. Okay, so the first part of the formula is to restate that thesis. And if you remember, her thesis was the legalization of certain drugs. You could just say legalization of street drugs. I think everybody knows what that means. Legalization of street drugs would ruin families. So it would say something like, if America is looking for a way to further erode the stability of families, legalizing street drugs is the perfect plan. So that kind of restates the thesis. However, what will happen? Oh, here's the question you were talking about, Nancy. What will happen to America if our families continue to fall apart? The answer can be seen in places where these drugs are common. They are jungles of violence and despair. That is why we cannot legalize such drugs. So here we are telling the importance. And that's a nice little formula for your conclusion paragraph. Restate the thesis, and then tell the impact, predict the future, tell what's really at stake for your reader. Okay, so you've had your formula for your thesis, which is your topic plus your opinion, the formula for your sentence outline, those are 4 sentences, thesis, and your 3 paragraph topic sentences, each of which express a main point in support of that thesis. Then the formula for the 5-paragraph essay, intro, 3 body paragraphs, conclusion paragraph. Formula for the introduction paragraph, 2 to 5 sentences about anything, because its entire purpose is to lead up to the thesis statement. Formula for your body paragraphs, which have those 4 sections of state, explain, support, conclude, and then the formula for your conclusion paragraph, which wraps up your essay, ties a nice pretty ribbon on it by restating the thesis and then giving the final impact of that thesis on your reader. Okay, that concludes our presentation. Be happy to take any questions that you have now.